we are at the half in the NIT Championship game. It is all Auburn over Tulsa, 48-31 at the half. Let's run down the first half stats. Tulsa just 10 of 26 from the floor, 38%, just 1 of 10 from three-point range. That's 10%. They were 10 of 13 at the free throw line for 77%. For Auburn, they were 16 of 31 shooting at 53%, 6 of 13 from three, 46%, and they were also 10 of 13 at the free throw line for 77%. 7 turnovers in the first half for Tulsa, 6 for Auburn. Rebound edge for Auburn, 19-11. Scoring 2 in double figures for Auburn in that first half. Tashad Pettiford, 15 points. Kevin Overton with 14 in the half. Philip Jovic added 8. 5 points off the bench for Sebastian Williams-Adams. 4 points for Keyshawn Hall. And 2 points for Elijah Freeman for Tulsa in the first half. They were led by David Green's 10 points. 5 points from Tyland Riley and Jalen Lawal. 4 points out of Adi Popola and Ian Smichael, and 3 points out of Tyler Barron. To round out the scoring for Tulsa, as Tulsa's in a big 17-point hole at the half here in the NIT Championship game, 48-31. As Auburn, second team left out of the NCAA tournament field, and they are trying to win an NIT championship to make up for that non-bid to the NCAA tournament. Tulsa needing a big second half rally here. Earlier today in the Division II title game, it was Gannon winning their championship in Division II, and the whale of a finish in the Division III title game, which I was on the live stream for, Mary Washington with a putback at the buzzer to win it over Emory in the Division III title game. And in the women's national championship game, UCLA blew out South Carolina 79-51. So those are the other 3 champions crowned today. Of course, we got this one, and then the big one tomorrow night, UConn and Michigan. $8:50 tip-off for tomorrow night in that national championship game between UConn and Michigan. Second half set to begin here. Auburn with a 17-point lead. Despite the 17-point hole, the Tulsa fans still having some fun in the stands. Auburn ball as we are underway here in half number 2. Original starting 5 back on the floor for both teams. Pettiford on the outside, thought about the 3, will now reset with 10 on the shot clock. Pettiford, top of the key 3-pointer, no good. Knocked out of bounds, it will go to Tulsa. Tulsa's first possession of the second half. Barron, and a three-pointer. That is short. Offensive rebound, however, for Tulsa. And a bounce pass inside, and the layup is good for Ade Popola. And the first 2 points of the second half belong to Tulsa, 48-33. Pettiford with it on the outside. Overton, nice pass inside to Jovic. Jovic off the glass and in. And Auburn on the board in the second half, 50-33. Riley with it. Riley drives. Riley off balance in the paint is up and good for Tylan Riley. Auburn will bring it up across the timeline. And a three-pointer on the way. Good. Keyshawn Hall with a three. Makes it a 53-35 game. Riley with it for Tulsa. He gives it off in the drive inside. Jumper no good. Rebound pulled down by Hall. And back comes Auburn the other way. Jovic. Bounce pass outside to Overton. Back to Jovic. Back to Overton now. Finds Jovic. 10 on the shot clock. Jovic drives. Jovic inside off the glass. He'll score again. And the lead back to 20 for Auburn. It ties their largest lead of the game. Popola back to Riley. Riley at the top of the key. Now looking to drive. Spins and puts it on the ground and turns it over. Tulsa's 8th turnover of the game. Three-pointer on the way. That is an air ball. Auburn tries to save it, and they do. Pettiford. Step back three. No. This time, Tulsa able to come down with the rebound with Popola. Barron back to Popola. Popola on the drive and gets fouled on the drive inside, and Popola will shoot 2 free throws for Tulsa. Popola at the line for 2 free throws. First is good. Second one is no good. Jovic on the outside finds Pettiford. Pettiford shot clock again down to 10. And we've got a foul on a reach-in. Inbound and off the inbound, a corner three, no good. Rebound pulled down by Green of Tulsa. Popola. And Tulsa resets. Three-pointer on the way. Good. (55-39). Here's Pettiford. Pettiford pull-up jumper. That's short. Offensive rebound for Auburn, but then they can't. Well, it's going to be off out of bounds off Tulsa. It will stay with Auburn, which brings us to our first time out of the second half. 15:36 to go. 55-39, Auburn in front of Tulsa. Tulsa trying to claw their way back in this. Auburn will have the ball here out of the timeout. Tulsa down 16. Up in the air, I would like to be on for the NCAA National Championship game tomorrow night, but that is up in the air at this point. I'll try and have an update on my page tomorrow when I've got a better idea. If I don't make it on tomorrow, for the championship game, which again I hope to, but we'll have to wait and see how it goes. But if I don't make it on for that, I will be on Tuesday for an MLB live stream. It's a rematch between the Dodgers and Blue Jays. Second game in that series, and the first time since last year's epic 7-game World Series. So possibly be on for the national championship game tomorrow night, but if not, we'll definitely be on for that baseball live stream on Tuesday between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays. (55-39), Auburn leads Tulsa in the NIT Championship game. Inbound it comes here. Elijah Freeman. Freeman almost lost it, able to regroup and reset. Williams Adams back in the game for Auburn. Back over now to Freeman. 4 to shoot for Auburn. And here's the drive and losing it out of bounds. 1 second on the shot clock for Auburn. So this is going to have to be an inbound catch and shoot. Auburn will get it in, and the shot is going to go at the shot clock buzzer. Actually, or is it? Officials are going to go look at this. Actually, the call on the floor might be a shot clock violation. Let's see. Oh, that's out. That should count. So once they're done reviewing this basket should count, and it does. 57-39. Overton with 16 now. Outside with it, here is Riley. And the drive inside. Off the glass. Tough shot up and in for Tulsa. Miles Rigsby with the basket makes it 57-41. And a three-pointer Overton. No. Rebound Tulsa. David Green the rebound. Green on the drive is fouled on the way up. Two free throws coming here for David Green. First free throw is no good. Second one by Green is good. 57-42. And a long jumper, that is short. Rebound pulled down by Tulsa. They have a chance to get closer. Green inside, right hand, counted and one. And here come the Golden Hurricane as a chance to get this down to 12 with the free throw. Foul is on Keyshawn Hall. That's his third. Three-point play is converted, and this is down to a 12-point game, 57-45. 10-2 run for Tulsa. And that's a double dribble. I was gonna say that's a double dribble. Magwood stopped the dribble and then put the ball back down on the floor again. And an Auburn turnover. And at the other end, this is going to be a charge against Tulsa. Going to get Green on the foul. So Tulsa misses a chance there to get it down to 10 or possibly 9. Pettiford inside to Jovic. Jovic travels and another Auburn turnover. Be their 8th. Stephen Pearl nor Jovic are happy with that travel call. Bounce pass inside the turn with the right hand is good. And this is a 10-point game. This is as close as this game has been since about the 15-minute mark of the first half. Pettiford to Williams-Adams. Jovic. Jovic backs his way in. Jovic spins, blocked from behind. Tulsa has a chance to get this to single digits. Layup is good. And this is an 8-point game, 57-49. Here comes Tulsa. Timeout, Auburn. The Golden Hurricane are back in this thing, 57-49. It looked like a couple times that Tulsa was going to get run right off the floor, but back they come. And we've got a ball game. Tulsa shooting up to 49%. Auburn at 47%. Just 5 bench points for Auburn tonight. Now, Stephen Pearl's only gone 8 deep tonight. So Tulsa, this is the first time this has been a double-digit spread, or a single-digit spread, rather, since early in this game. Tulsa's held Auburn to 9 points so far in the first 7+ minutes of the second half. So now Auburn kind of up against it here a little bit as they have been outscored 18-9 so far here in the second half. And Tulsa's gotten themselves back in this ball game. As it forced Stephen Pearl to have to take a timeout. Knew Tulsa wasn't going to go quietly. This is a 30-win team. Just missed out on the NCAA tournament, losing in the semifinals of the American tournament to Wichita State. Got their revenge on the Shockers in the quarterfinals here in the NIT. And Tulsa here is on a 10-0 run. Following the Auburn timeout, Tigers bring it up across the midcourt stripe. Pettiford off to Jovic, back to Pettiford. Pettiford pulls up. That shot's no good. And Tulsa pulls down the rebound. Chance to get even closer. They can make this a 2-possession game with a basket. Green for 3. No, rimmed out. Rebound pulled down by Auburn. The Tulsa fans would have brought the roof off Gainbridge Fieldhouse. There's a strip and a steal, however. Ahead, Green, layup. No, but he's fouled, and he will head to the free throw line. The momentum has definitely shifted over to the Golden Hurricane. David Green at the line for 2. First is good. this to make it a 6-point game. He does. As close as this game has been since the first 3 minutes. 57-51. Here's the drive by Pettiford. He's bumped and fouled. He does not get the basket, but he will go to the line with a chance to end this 12-0 Tulsa run. Pettiford with 2. First is good. And that will indeed stop the run of 12-0 for Tulsa. Pettiford with 1 more and got them both. Auburn's lead back to 8, 59-51. As we approach 12 minutes to play. Barnstable, haven't heard much from him tonight. He's only gotten 3 shot attempts off. 3-pointer is good, and this is a 5-point game as David Green hits from outside. 21 for David Green. Here's Jovic. Off to Pettiford. Pettiford to Overton. Overton looking to drive. Is cut off. Overton with the left hand. No! Rebound Tulsa. Back come the Golden Hurricane. Another 3-ball. Good! It's a 2-point game. 59-57. Tulsa has nearly erased a 20-point deficit. And they have Auburn on the ropes. Inside, Jovic stripped. Tulsa with a steal. Green is foul. That's a hard foul. And Overton immediately put his hand up. Not wanting to get called for a flagrant right there, but let's see if the officials look at this at the timeout. It was a hard foul, there's no question. We have got ourselves a ball game. Tulsa, once down 20 twice in this game, has cut it to 2, 59-57. Tulsa, a couple times tonight, looked like they were going to get absolutely run off the floor. But what a rally by the Golden Hurricane. They're up to 50% shooting from the floor. 4 of 15 from 3-point range, but they started 1 for 10. They have hit 3 of their last 5 from beyond the arc. Meanwhile, Auburn's down to 43% shooting. Auburn's been outscored 26-11 here in the second half. As Tulsa, who was down, as I mentioned, 20 points a couple times in this game, they trailed by 17 at half. There was a hard foul on Auburn right before this timeout. We're seeing if during the timeout the officials are going over to the monitor to look at this. It was definitely a hard foul by Overton. That's also his third. So Hall has 4 fouls for Auburn. Jovic and Overton now with 3 apiece. Let's see if Overton's foul gets upgraded to a flagrant 1. For Tulsa, Barron and Schmeichel, 3 fouls. I haven't seen a replay of the play yet, so I just saw it when it was full speed. It was definitely a hard foul. And Overton, who committed the foul, knew it was because he immediately raised his hand after the officials blew the whistle. Usually if you see a player do that, that's them trying to say, hey, my bad, didn't mean it. Here's a look at that play again. To me, nothing rises to the level of flagrant. However, then looking at the replay, the officials have upgraded to a flagrant one. There was contact up high, and the officials deemed it unnecessary. And the free throw is good by Green. He'll have one more. What's deemed a flagrant to me and what they call these days are completely different situations. 2 free throws are good, and this game is tied at 59 with 10:43 to go. And Tulsa will have the ball following the flagrant one call. Tulsa has not led tonight. They have trailed by as many as 20 on 2 separate occasions. It comes into Green. Popola. This is Riley. Riley on the drive, throws it up, gets fouled. Riley will head to the line with a chance to give Tulsa their first lead of the game. Fourth foul on Jovic. So he joins Hall with 4 fouls. First free throw is good, and the Golden Hurricane have the lead for the first time tonight. Lead is now 2 as both free throws are good. 61-59. This is a 26-4 run for Tulsa. Williams-Adams missed it off the glass, and he's over the back on the rebound. There's another hard takedown, and a Tulsa player down following the foul on Williams-Adams. And let's see if the officials will go and look at this one. Schmeichel was the one that was fouled. When Williams-Adams just let a chokehold and brought down Schmeichel. Wow. They're not reviewing that one. It's just going to be a common foul. So 1-1 on Schmeichel. First free throw, no good. Hall pulls down the rebound for Auburn. Pettiford on the drive. Pettiford left hand, no. There is a lid on the Auburn basket in the second half. Ball knocked out of bounds by Tulsa. It will stay with Auburn. Over halfway through the second half, Auburn been held to 11 points in the second half, being outscored 30-11. Barron checks back in the lineup for Tulsa. Williams-Adams inside, scores, and that will stop the drought for Auburn, and it ties it at 61. Nine and a half to go. Here's Green. Green sends it outside for a three-pointer. That is good. Tylan Riley with the three. He's up to 14. 64-61 Tulsa. Pettiford running the offense here for Auburn. Pettiford with 10 on the shot clock. Pettiford drives. Pettiford gets fouled on a reach-in. That'll only be the fourth team foul on Tulsa here in the second half. Be an under the basket inbound for Auburn. And a strip and another turnover for Auburn. Popola for three. No. Rebound to Auburn as Freeman comes down with the rebound. Three-pointer. No. Riley will bring it up across the timeline for Tulsa. Tulsa fans have been very loud and active here in the second half. Another three ball. That's off the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Auburn. Tulsa 5 of 18 from beyond the arc. Hall drives. Hall pull-up jumper is going to get the bounce. Keyshawn Hall with the basket. It's a one-point game. 64-63. Hall with 9 to go along with 11 rebounds. So he's nearing a double-double. Three-pointer long and another foul on a three-pointer. And 3 free throws coming for Tulsa. Under a timeout, 64-63, Golden Hurricane up a point. They will have 3 free throws coming up on the other side of the timeout. Here's a, if I can pull this up here. Bit of news from college baseball. Cade Arambidi of LSU, 4 home runs today, including a 12th inning grand slam. LSU beat Tennessee today 16-6 in that 4 home run game for Cade Arambidi. I hope I got that pronunciation right. With the basketball season wrapping up here, going to start having a lot of baseball streams, baseball games here on the live stream, both college and MLB. Might throw in some college softball as well. Start to get into the spring sports here on the live stream. Have some MLB baseball for you coming up on Tuesday, a rematch of last year's World Series. Dodgers and Blue Jays. (64-63), Tulsa in front of Auburn, 7:44 to go, and Tulsa will be at the free throw line for 3 free throws when we come out of the timeout. And of course, the big sports news this coming week, the Masters gets underway on Thursday. Three free throws coming here for Miles Barnstable out of the timeout. Got a quiet game tonight, just 3 points. First of 3 is good. Second of 3 is good. This next free throw would push the Tulsa lead to 4. It will. 67-63. Tulsa up 4. As Auburn has been held to 15 points in the first 12 and a half minutes of the second half. Pull-up jumper by Overton is short. Auburn has gone cold from the floor. Tulsa will bring it up across the timeline. Man, that pass tried to get it inside, but was too far from Barron, and it goes out of bounds to Tulsa. Tried to find Romad Dean underneath there, but the pass had a little bit too much mustard on it. Auburn just 6 of 21 from the floor in the second half. 28%. Overton behind the back and a dunk underneath for Williams-Adams on a great behind-the-back pass. I said Overton, it was Keyshawn Hall with the assist. Barron with it for Tulsa. 2-point lead for the Golden Hurricane. Shot clock down to 7. There's a great pass, but a blown layup underneath. Boy, that was a wide open layup for Barron, and he blew it. Overton with it. Auburn can tie or retake the lead this trip. Pettiford with the shot clock at 10. Williams-Adams to Overton, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Auburn. It was off the ball. Got Pettiford, I think. That'll be his third. Foul starting to pile up here for Auburn. Six minutes to play. Tulsa ball up 2. Green sits outside. Now Barron. Off now to Riley. Riley throws that up there. No good. Follow attempt by Barron. No good. And now back comes Auburn the other way. The dish inside. No good. Tip no. Tip no. But a foul. Auburn did everything but get one of the shots to fall in that one. But they will be heading to the line for 2 with a chance to tie it. First of two is good. This next free throw to tie it. Short on the second. Schmeichel with the rebound. Tulsa maintaining a 1-point lead. Ooh, dangerous pass there. Tulsa almost turned it over, which they have done 10 times tonight. Schmeichel off now for a three-pointer. That is short. Offensive rebound, however, for the Golden Hurricane. And here's Riley. Riley with the right hand. No. And this time Auburn comes out with it. Elijah Freeman with the rebound. Auburn to retake the lead. Corner three. No. Rebound Tulsa. Well, that was a wide open look, and it just didn't drop. Tulsa being very patient this possession. Popola outside, three-pointer, no. Tulsa's cooled off from outside. Hall. The other way, ball movement and a three in front of the Auburn bench is good. And the Tigers retake the lead, 69-67. Timeout called by Tulsa. That'll leave both teams with two. A doozy in the NIT Championship game. We've got a 2-point game. 4:15 to play. So it looks like we might be headed down to the wire in the championship game of the NIT. Just like we did in the Division III championship game earlier today. Auburn shooting 43% from the floor. They're 38% from three. Tulsa also 43% shooting. They're 25% from three. Slight rebound edge for Auburn, 33-27. Auburn's turned it over 11 times. Tulsa's turned it over 10. Three players in double figures for Tulsa, led by David Green's 23. He is the leading scorer for Tulsa, averaging 15.7 a contest. So he's well over his season average. Auburn's also put three in double figures. Kevin Overton leading the way with 19. But it is a 2-point Auburn lead. So here we go. .4:15 remaining. 69-67 Auburn. And Tulsa will bring it in out of the timeout. Popola with it. Goes inside to the leading scorer, Green. Green will spin. Green will put it up and tie it at 69. Green with 25 tonight. Freeman finds Hall inside. Hall backing his way in. Hall gets underneath. Shot blocked. Back comes Tulsa the other way. The layup is good for the lead on a fast break for Tulsa. Tyler Barron with the basket. 71-69 Tulsa. Under 3.5 to play. Pettiford with it on the outside for Auburn. Pettiford with the shot clock at 5. Pettiford outside 3 for the lead. No. Rebound Tulsa. Tulsa up by 2 with the ball under 3 minutes. Oh, that ball deflected and stolen by Auburn. And a foul. Tulsa had a foul to give. That's just their 6th-team foul. Three-pointer on the way. That is a foul on a 3. The shot did not go by Hall, but 3 free throws coming up. David Green with the foul. He's had a great game tonight, but made a bad foul there. 3 free throws for Keyshawn Hall. Nine points in the game for Hall. First is good. He's now got a double-double. 10 points to go along with 12 rebounds. Second free throw, no good. So he'll need this third one to tie it. He got it. Tied at If that's on Keyshawn Hall, which it is, he's gone. So Keyshawn Hall fouls out for Auburn with 2:03 remaining. Double-double for Hall, 11 points and 12 rebounds, but he is disqualified to fouls. First free throw by Riley is good to put Tulsa back in front. Second free throw is good. Riley's got 16. Tulsa's lead is 2 minutes to play. Overton lost the ball. What are we going to have here? A tie-up? Even on a tie-up, it's Tulsa ball. It is a tie-up. Tulsa with possession. 100 seconds to play. Riley. Passing around now. It's a long 2. No. Rebound to Auburn's Williams Adams. Pettiford. Looking for, he's stripped. Riley strips Pettiford. Turnover number 13 for Auburn. Tulsa can take this down under a minute. Riley in the corner 3. Yes! Tulsa by 5. 76-71 under a minute. Auburn has 2 timeouts here. They're going to play it out. Williams Adams for 3. No. Offensive rebound for Auburn. Deep 3, Pettiford. Good. It's a 2-point game. Timeout Auburn with 44.2 on the clock. Auburn is down to 1 timeout. .2 seconds left. Tulsa was down 17 at the half, trailed by 20 on 2 different occasions in this game. Tulsa will have the ball here with 44.5 seconds left. Now, Auburn can play it out here, but are they going to try to extend the game here and foul? They are in the double bonus. Looks like Auburn's going to set up some full court press here. Tulsa able to get it in. And now bringing it up across the timeline with 35 seconds. Looks like Auburn is going to play it straight out here defensively. Riley backing up now. Shot clock is down to 10. 25 on the game clock. Riley driving. Riley gets inside with the right hand. Missed it. Offensive rebound to Barron. And a foul on Auburn with 18.2 to play. That was a huge offensive rebound for Barron off the miss. And Barron will have 2 free throws to try to make this a 2-possession game. And Jovic becomes the second Auburn player to foul out. He fouls out with 12 points. So Jovic and Keyshawn Hall have fouled out for Auburn. Barron at the line for Tulsa. First free throw, good. Lead is 3. Second is good. It is a 2-possession game, 78-74, 18.8 on the clock. Auburn brings it up the floor. Pettiford, boy, you don't have time for this. Pettiford for three. No, way off. Offensive rebound and a foul with 8.5 seconds to go. Boy, Auburn took a lot of time there to set it up. They lost 10 seconds. Elijah Freeman is at the line, though, for two for Auburn. First free throw is short. Freeman's got to make this one to bring it to a one-score game. Charles Barkley can't bear to watch. Got the second, 78-75. They have actually added 3/10 back to the clock, so 8.8. Gonna have to immediately foul if you're Auburn. Tulsa can't get the ball in, and oh my goodness, it's a 5-second violation. Well, you got 2 timeouts there. If you're Tulsa, you got to use one. New life for Auburn. Now, if you're Tulsa, do you foul to prevent the three-pointer from getting up? Here's a corner three. Good! And we're tied with 7 seconds. Tulsa brings it up with 3, with 2. 1, the runner, it's good if it goes, and we're going overtime in the NIT Championship game. Tied at 78. Wow. Auburn got a 5-second violation against Tulsa and get the game-tying 3 that sends this to overtime. So 5 extra minutes on the clock to decide an NIT champion. Tulsa outscored Auburn 47-30 in that second half to erase a 17-point halftime deficit. Teams have shot a combined 54 free throws. Now remember, Auburn has had 2 players foul out, Jovic and Hall. Tulsa has 1 player with 4. That's Tyler Barron. Five extra minutes in the NIT Championship game. And the overtime tip controlled by Tulsa. Riley with it on the outside. Riley looking to drive. Riley, great pass into Barron. That's going to be a goaltend on Auburn. Count that bucket for Tyler Barron. And Tulsa with the first 2 points of overtime. Now Auburn with their first overtime possession. Pettiford to Williams-Adams. Williams-Adams inside. He'll score, and we're tied at 80. Sebastian Williams-Adams now with 11 points off the bench for Auburn. Deep three-pointer on the way. That is too long. Auburn with the rebound. They've got a breakaway layup and Auburn by 2, 82-80. Just over a minute into overtime. Riley on the drive. Riley puts it up with the right hand to tie it at 82. Tylen Riley with 18. Auburn brings it up and crosses the timeline with Pettiford. Williams-Adams. And we're going to have a foul here on Tulsa. 3.5 left in overtime. Tyler Barron becomes the first Tulsa player to foul out as he just picked up that last foul. So Barron fouls out with 9 points. Free throw is good on the first of the 1-and-1. One more coming for Williams-Adams. Got it. 84-82 Auburn. Auburn fans rise to their feet. Green. That ball stripped from behind. Green able to get to the loose ball for Tulsa. And now Green loses it, and Auburn able to save it. Turnover number 13 on the night for Tulsa. 3 to play in overtime. Pettiford, left hand, puts it up and in. Auburn by 4, 86-82. 24 for Tahad Pettiford. Riley gets lit, dunks it. He had a free lane inside and slammed it down. 86-84. Tylen Riley now with 20. Pettiford dribbling just across the midcourt circle. Pettiford kicks it outside. Shot clock at 5. Deep 3. Good! That was back from quarter court from Overton. 89-84. 25 on the night for Kevin Overton. Riley. Riley spins. Riley almost lost it. And now a three-pointer. That's no good. Rebound pulled down by Auburn. Auburn up 5, a minute and a half to go in overtime. Pettiford, shot clock at 10. Pettiford, cut off, spin, short. Rebound, Tulsa. Got a big stop there. Three-pointer, no. But the putback is good off the offensive rebound. And a quick timeout called by Tulsa, 89-86. Barnstaple's had a quiet night for Tulsa, but he got that big putback right there. Gives him 8 points on the night. .104 to play. 89-86 Auburn. Stephen Pearl was not happy as Auburn went back to the bench area. I think he was upset with his team's lack of defensive rebounding, giving up that offensive rebound on that possession. Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining. If there is a tie-up, Auburn has the possession arrow. Auburn got a game-tying three-pointer near the end of regulation to send this to overtime after Tulsa was called for a 5-second violation trying to inbound the ball. That's why we're even in overtime in the first place. So it'll be an Auburn inbound out of the timeout. Both teams are in the double bonus. Tigers bring it up the floor. Minute to go in overtime. Pettiford across the timeline. Pettiford gets cut off, finds Overton. Overton with 10 to shoot. Overton looking to drive now. Overton gets fouled on the drive, and Overton will shoot 2 with 40.9 remaining. Got Popola, I believe, on that foul. That'll be his third. Kevin Overton, an 86% shooter this year at the line. First is good. He's now 7 for 7 at the line tonight. Overton's second. And naturally, the jinx strikes again right after I said he's 7 of 7 at the line because he missed. 90 to 86. Riley kicks it outside. Popola finds Riley. Riley on the outside. Don't need a 3 here. They're taking a lot of time, though. Down to 20 seconds. Here's a three-pointer that is too strong. Tulsa, the offensive rebound, but they throw it into the backcourt, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. It will give it to Auburn with 14.8 to go. Williams-Adams to bring it in, and Overton, and there's the foul finally given with 10.9. Took over 3 seconds before Tulsa committed the foul. Two free throws for Elijah Freeman here for Auburn. Free throw's good. This to push the lead to 6. With, actually, they've added 6/10 to the clock, so 11.5 seconds. Good on the second. Auburn up 6. Timeout called by Stephen Pearl with 11.5 seconds to go. Auburn with 1 timeout. Tulsa has 2. Tulsa's going to have to probably take a 3 now, get a 3, and then get a steal, or if they don't get a steal, foul, and hope Auburn misses their free throws. Auburn led by 20 points 2 different times in this game, led by 17 at the half. Tulsa made a valiant second half rally and looked like they were going to come back and take this one. But the crucial 5-second violation toward the end of the second half allowed Auburn to get an extra possession and the game-tying 3 that sent this game to overtime. Tulsa brings it in. And Tulsa gets it to half court and will take their next to last timeout. 9 seconds to go. Both teams down to 1 timeout. Tulsa's going to have to get a quick shot up here pretty much right off the inbound. Tulsa will bring it in here at quarter court. 9.4 on the clock. Popola to inbound. Popola brings it in. Well, they don't have time. They're going to have to put this up. Riley will drive. Auburn will give them the 2. Shot no good. Auburn will clear, and the Auburn Tigers are the NIT champions in 2026 as they win it in overtime, 92-86 over Tulsa. And Auburn brings home the 2026 NIT title. Bruce Pearl and Charles Barkley having a nice little embrace there in the Auburn fan section. A hard-fought overtime win for the Auburn Tigers to take the NIT championship. A costly 5-second violation towards the end of regulation for Tulsa allowed Auburn to tie it near the end of regulation and then win it in overtime, 92-86. I'm going to do a quick sign-off tonight, but let's quickly run down the final stats from this one. Auburn, 30 of 67 from the floor for 45%. They were 11 of 27 from three-point range at 41%, 21 of 28 at the free throw line for 75%. Tulsa, 27 of 62 from the floor for 44%. 6 of 26 from 3 at 23%. 26 of 32 at the free throw line for 81%. Rebound edge for Auburn, 39-34. Tulsa turned it over 14 times. Auburn turned it over 13 times. Individual numbers in this one. Auburn put 5 in double figures, led by Kevin Overton's 26. Tashad Pettiford added 24. 13 off the bench for Sebastian Williams-Adams. 12 points out of Philip Jovic before fouling out, and Keyshawn Hall, 11 points before he fouled out. Tulsa put 3 in double figures, led by David Green's 25 points. Tylen Riley added 20. Adi Popola added 13, 9 out of Tyler Barron before he fouled out, 8 points out of Miles Barnstable, 5 points out of Jalen Lawal, 4 points out of Ian Smeichel, and 2 out of Miles Rigsby to wrap up the scoring for Tulsa. As Auburn takes the NIT Championship 92-86, the final over Tulsa. One more game on the docket in this year's college basketball season, and that is the big one tomorrow night. Michigan and UConn for the national championship. 8:50 tip-off. We'll try to have an update on my page on if I'm going to be able to get on for that game tomorrow. I'm going to try my best, but if I don't, we'll be back on Tuesday for an MLB live stream, a rematch of the Classic 7-Game World Series last year, Dodgers and Blue Jays. That is coming up on Tuesday, unless I will be able to bring you the national championship game tomorrow night between UConn and Michigan. Again, the final here, Auburn takes the NIT title in overtime, 92-86. The final score over Tulsa. Auburn wins their first NIT championship. 22-16, their final record. Tulsa's season concludes at 30-8. That's going to wrap it up. Again, my name is John, Sports Bonanza John on YouTube. If you like my content, really would appreciate a like and subscribe. Also on Kick tonight at Sports Kick John, you can follow me there. I also have some content on Twitch. You can follow me there as well at Sport Guru John. We'll talk to you either tomorrow night for the national championship game or Tuesday for the Dodgers-Blue Jays MLB matchup. Again, we'll have an update on my page tomorrow as to whether or not I will be on for that game tomorrow night. Appreciate you joining me, everybody, and congratulations to the Auburn Tigers, NIT champions, 92-86 in overtime over Tulsa. Have a great rest of your Easter Sunday night, everyone.